not like anyone else.
Be presented in Spanish and Espanol by my friend Elliott de Mexico. So please come if you're Spanish speaking. Don't worry, this is not going to be. I'm not going to be speaking all day. Okay, we got. I don't speak Korean. 안녕하세요. We can do a little bit of English for the non-Spanish speakers. So I'm inviting you to come and sit down. We're about to start.
Hola a todos, buenas tardes. Me gustaría invitarlos a esta conferencia que vamos a tener sobre nuestro proyecto. La vamos a dar una parte en español y una parte de los mensajes en inglés.
So basically, we're an organization, a youth organization called ItsOneHumanity.org, and the idea of this project came at COP16. So we're talking about the climate conference that took place last year in December 2009 in Copenhagen. And there was a tremendous amount of hope for this conference. Why? Because there are loads of people from civil society, young people being activists and asking for change, asking for climate justice. So before long, Copenhagen, actually the city where it took place, people started calling it Copenhagen because they had a tremendous amount of hope for the conference. But by the end of the conference, people started relating to it as Brokenhagen. So the question for us was why? And if you look deeper, you'll find that national interest, so the different interests of different nations made it all collapse. So we're talking about, say, Mexico wants this, doesn't want to give in that, the US wants this, doesn't want to give in that, etc., etc. Imagine 194 countries coming together and trying to get an agreement. Very difficult. But for us, for young people, we thought it didn't make sense. Why? Because we're all in the same boat, aren't we? We all share the same planet. If climate change is to affect us, national borders are not going to stop it. Meaning that if something is to happen to the US, it's probably going to hit Mexico as well because we're all interconnected and there's only one planet, one humanity. To you before, we saw what happened in Copenhagen in COP15. We thought it didn't make sense that nations couldn't come together, that climate change is going to affect us all, but we're still thinking about it in divided nation-states terms. And to us, many young people, we thought that would make sense. So we thought, what can we do about it? And we talked to many other young people and they said they thought the same. So we said, wouldn't it be great if we could raise voices of youth, raise voices of young people, and in some way or another deliver that to those making decisions. So we thought about that. We said, how can we do this? Our first idea was a petition. But as you've seen, a lot of people raise their hands. It's because my colleague here, Gerardo, asked them, how many times when you get a petition in your email, do you take the time to actually sign it? Obviously, most people don't. Why? Because they're boring. They're only numbers and words and blah, blah, blah. So we don't really care about them anymore. So our solution to that, we thought, wouldn't it be great if we could make it visual? So that whenever you could actually get a sense of the difference between 100 people and 1,000 people. Get a sense between the difference between people only in Mexico and people all over the world. So that's what we started doing, making it visual. And we came up with a manifesto that reads, in the name of this one great family to which I belong, humanity, I demand that world leaders and United representatives come together at the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change and agree to a fair, ambitious, and legally binding deal in order to ensure a sustainable future for us all. Now we all know that the world, not everybody in the world speaks English or Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. So we thought if we really want to make this global, we should try to go for many, many languages. But talking together with our team, we said, it's fine, we can go for languages as long as we don't go for Google Translate because it sucks. Because it's always bad, it's never a proper result. So we thought, alright, but one thing we can do with Google Translate maybe is to use it as a benchmark. So we went on GoogleTranslate.com and we found they had 52 languages. So we said, this is what we're after. We're after 52 languages. So we did. We paired up with young people like you and me, and from people from all over the world volunteering their time. We managed to get 54 translations from Spanish, English, French, Italian, all the way to Hebrew, Arabic, Japanese, Korean, Chinese, etc., etc. So it was a great sign of just international collaboration in terms of young people coming together. So we had the idea in December of last year. As you know, it was Copenhagen COP15. And then we met, most of us met in February, and then we started building a team. And what's special about our team is that we're truly international, so people from Mexico, Canada, France, Peru, India, Egypt, China, Hong Kong, Malaysia, etc., etc. And what's really cool about it is that we're all volunteers. So none of us, we're not paid to do this. This is out of our own free time. And we come together online. So we don't have a physical office. We're not a physical enterprise or team. we're all online. So we work through Skype, chatting, email, Google Groups, Google Documents, and things like that. And our goal, basically, we worked together from February. We launched the project in September of this year, and we started collecting signatures. And our goal was to bring that here, so we're here now, yay, we're here now, in December of 2010 to Cancun for the COP16 Conference of Parties. Imagine thousands of people doing the very same thing and expressing their opinions. That's exactly what we provide as a platform. So we've done this, and if I can just show you the website, this is what it looks like. Okay, I'll just speak for a little bit. This is you see a map in the middle where you can basically see where the supporters are, and you can zoom in, zoom out, do whatever. You can really see where they're located. At the bottom there's a yellow line. It's kind of hard to see right here, but on your computer it will look great, I promise. And you see all the messages flowing in. So you can see what young people are saying. And we have all the social media tires, so Facebook, Twitter, whatever, so that you can share it and help us make it grow so we can have a greater impact to those that are making the decisions. Bueno, ya Bhutan, for example, we share Earth equally, so we have to work hand in hand to control the carbon emissions. Let's save the Earth for the future generations as well. That's from Nepal. I'm just going to go quickly and maybe stop with the Spanish ones. From Zambia, from Africa as well, it's one humanity, one world, one environment, let's heal the world.
Si soñamos solos, será una ilusión. Si soñamos juntos, será una señal de solución.
Well, basically we have over 1,000 personal messages, and what we've done is we've made reports, very concise reports for all the national delegations, for every country present at COP16. And we've delivered that on Monday of this week. And we know that chances are the job is not going to be done this year. So we want to continue growing this database of personal messages from people like you and me, so that we can really have political power, political weight to really influence the negotiations in the future. So even though we have COP16 right now, it's going to be over in a week, we very much encourage you to continue building on this so that we can get the deal that we want.
Sí, exactamente.